In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the RGL launcher in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and we're not only be pack-a-punching it to tier 3 and putting legendary over tools on it, we're also going to be chucking on mags of holding. And I've seen a couple people using this now, and it looks absolutely ridiculous with mags of holding on it. It looks like such a fun gun to use. It looks like it eliminates in the Dark Aether zone, so I thought, why not test this gun out, because it's already been broken. We know it's already good. I'm gonna fly straight into the tier 2 zone and test the gun out, because we don't want to be testing it in tier 1. But yeah, we're gonna be max pack-a-punching it, legendary for tools, all of that sort of good stuff, and then of course heading to that tier 3 and Dark Aether zone and just testing this gun out. And of course it's not too bad already, like as you've seen in tier 1, it's not too bad, but having that mags of holding on it is just going to spray the grenades everywhere and just take out all the zombies that are around you. And honestly, when I tell you this thing looks nuts, you're going to see exactly what I mean once we start pack-a-punching. But at tier 2, what sort of damage can we do against the tier 2 zombies at just tier 1 pack-a-punch? Not too much damage. Sorry, it's not even tier 1. It is simply just a base gun right now, so it's not going to do too much damage. And of course we need to be careful that we're not doing that. So let me tier 1 pack-a-punch it, see if it's going to make any sort of difference to these tier 2 zombies. Now we'll just shoot at the floor. It's not looking like it's going to be too bad, but it's not ridiculously strong against the tier 2 zombies, which I was kind of hoping it was going to be a little bit stronger, to be honest. It looks like it's actually taken quite a bit of damage to take out some of these zombies in the tier 2 zone. So we're quite simply just going to go ahead and tier 2 pack-a-punch it straight away, because why not? We don't want to be testing it in tier 1. So it looks like if you're going to be using it in the tier 2 zone, you are going to need to maybe tier 2 pack-a-punch it at least. And of course, we'll then head to that tier 3 zone. Of course, if we hit the zombies, we are going to blow up. So we definitely do need PhD flopper at some point to be able to do some damage and obviously not take damage ourselves. But as you can see, it looks like it's gonna turn them into crawlers at a one shot from quite far away, and then be able to take them out finally after that. So my team are in the tier 3 zone already, which is great. They can be running around doing some contracts over there. We can just mess around, see what sort of damage we can do in the tier 2 zone. But another great thing about this RGL is the fact that when you do actually hit the zombies, as you can see, you are going to just drop them. Like, even if you don't fully kill them straight away, you're going to knock them down, which is going to give you a lot of time to actually get away from the zombies. So if there's a whole bunch around you and you're sort of struggling in that position, you can just fire, knock them all over like that, and then you'll be able to get out of a certain situation, which is really, really nice. But as you can see, you can quite literally just spray this gun over and over and over at all of the zombies that are coming at you. And of course, you can see the reload. It's not crazy slow, but by no means is it the fastest, and it is going to make it a little bit of a struggle, especially if you are in tier 3 when there's a bunch of zombies around. That is why we have brought in mags of holding, which we can now go ahead and chuck on, which is obviously going to allow us to just spray 65 grenades at one go. If we pick up the ammo cache, do we get any more ammo out of that? We are going to be able to go... Okay, so 66 bullets is the most you can carry at once, but that is not bad. 66 grenades to fire around with this gun, and you can just, like I said, spray it over and over and over again. You can now just stand here, and if I wanted to, I could just unleash 66 grenades into all of these zombies and just take them out. But you can see how powerful it is, how easy it is to use. Like, it's a ridiculously fun gun to use. One thing I do recommend if you are going to go ahead and use this is you bring in a secondary gun. As you can see, I do have the WSP Stingers, and the reason for this is I just don't want to run out of bullets. Because as you can see, if I do start spraying through big hordes of zombies like this, you're very quickly going to start getting through that ammo count, which is okay because you're going to pick up a lot of ammo from the zombies you do take out. But at the same time, you don't actually want to be running out of ammo. And if you do, you want something to be able to use in the second hand. But as you can see, it's just very, very strong at taking down these tier 2 zombies. It's going to do a really, really nice job. It's going to be very easy to take out these tier 2 zombies and just make absolute ease of the zombies you're coming up against. So let's get into the tier 3 zone, and we can test what it's going to be like at tier 3. And of course, if it's really weak, I'll chuck the legendary Aether tool on it, and then we will look to tier 3 pack-a-punch. Unfortunately, my schematics are on cooldown for the tier 3, so we are going to have to go and tier 3 pack-a-punch it at the machine. But now we are in the tier 3 zone, we can see what sort of damage we can do to the zombies if we do find any around. And obviously my teammates did complete this, and I will take the self-revive and a jug can. Why not? We'll take it. But let's see if we can find any zombies to take out and see what sort of damage we can actually do. And like I said, if it doesn't feel too powerful, we will just go ahead and chuck the legendary Aether tool on, and then at some point we will also go ahead and tier 3 pack-a-punch it as well. We've actually got a mimic in front of us. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to a mimic if we just unload all of the bullets. It doesn't look like it's going to be doing very good damage to this mimic at all at the moment. So what we'll do is just go ahead and chuck the legendary Aether tool on, which will make a nice damage increase, and then we can carry on spraying. Like I said, we do really need to get PhD flopper because we are going to take a lot of damage from the bullets we are spraying around. And that's one thing I'm not too sure on with this gun. I don't know how good it is against bosses. I know it's good against hordes of zombies, especially like once it's max pack-a-punch. But against the Mimic so far, it doesn't seem to be doing the craziest of damage to the Mimic, to be totally honest. It feels like it could be doing a lot better. Feels like there's a lot of guns that are going to take those zombies out way faster than what that was taking them out like. But as you can see, against a tier 3 zombie at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch with a legendary Aether tool, it's gonna do the damage, but by no means is it going to be absolutely insane. So I do definitely need to get this to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch to really start seeing this thing thrive. And as you can see, we are getting through that ammo pretty quickly. I've just picked some up, but we were still definitely getting through it pretty quickly, unfortunately. But luckily for us, my team's completed another contract. We can run straight here, tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it, and there's another Mimic that we can actually test it on straight away, which will show us the nice difference between a tier 2 and a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch gun. So like I said, there's the Mimic. Let's see what sort of damage we can now do to the Mimic. I mean, even then, okay, it's definitely doing a lot better damage. I didn't think it was doing that crazy damage, but it's definitely doing a lot better damage than what it was doing. So it doesn't look like it's going to take bosses out too slowly, to be totally honest. I'm just excited to try and find some zombies, which we're going to do right there. And yeah, that's definitely a lot better. It's going to take maybe 2 shots. You can easily knock down a whole horde of zombies, take them out very, very quickly, and overall just start eliminating zombies super fast. So as you can see, when there are zombies, we're going to fire 1 grenade, do half the damage, and then another grenade is going to take them all out. So you could imagine if you had a big horde of zombies there, you're very, very easily going to be able to take them out with no problem. You could shoot 1 grenade into a massive horde, do the damage to half of them, knock them all down, and then quite easily take out the rest of them with no problem whatsoever. And this is where this gun's going to be really, really good. Like I said, I don't know how good it is against the bosses. I don't know if it's meant to be crazy OP against bosses, but against the normal zombies, it is going to drop them so quickly. Like, it's going to be very, very easy to take out the zombies, and you're just going to absolutely thrive with this against big hordes of zombies. But there's a Mega Abomination there, actually. See if I can help these guys out, firing these at the Mega Abomination. Of course, the problem with this is critical shots are going to be very, very difficult to hit. But as you can see, now that I did get PhD Flopper, we're going to stop taking so much damage. But if we do just fire at this Mega Abomination a little bit, see what sort of damage we can do if we just stand here and spray at it. Of course, I know that guy is also shooting at it, and I know this isn't benefiting me in any way taking this Mega Abomination out. But like I said, where you're not going to be hitting critical shots, it does seem like it's going to struggle a little bit more against those sort of boss zombies, because it's a lot harder to hit the critical shots. You're not going to be able to, you know, actually hit it where it's going to hurt it so much. But like I said, when there's a bunch of zombies around, you can quite easily just spray at the zombies, take them out nice and easily, and really not struggle with taking any of those down. I mean, even there, you can see just how much damage we was doing to the zombies, just firing grenades in. Like, you haven't even got to be anywhere near the zombies. We're just taking them out over and over and over again. We're just dropping zombies like there's no tomorrow, just quite easily taking them out. You got a bunch of hellhounds down there, zombies we can take out. Like, it's such a good gun for being at a distance and just actually eliminating a whole bunch of zombies at one go. I mean, even against the Mimic, you can see the sort of damage it's doing. It's definitely dropping them very, very quickly. You've got another Mimic pull up. Again, we can just keep firing at this, do the damage to it, drop it nice and easily. Like, it's a very, very powerful gun. It's a very easy gun to use, and that's why I wanted to make the video with this and just show you guys how useful this RGL is for taking down big hordes of zombies in the tier 3 and Dark Aether zone. It's just so easy to use. It's one of the most simple guns you could actually use within this game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We've got a Mangler down there. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to a Mangler from all the way up here. Just actually going to melt through itself, just spray it through. And like I said, having that mags of holding on it just makes such a big difference, being able to actually just melt them so quickly. So we have actually got a higher value target Mega Abomination. And like I said, the boss zombies, this gun's probably not going to be too amazing, simply for the fact you're not going to be able to hit critical shots. And that is obviously the easiest way of dropping the high value targets, the Mega Abominations, the boss zombies. Like when you've seen against the Mimics and the Manglers, it does get through them pretty quickly. It takes down the health nicely. But against something like a Mega Abomination where you really need to be hitting those critical shots, I don't know quite how good this gun is going to be, because just shooting normal shots at a Meg doesn't do too much damage. It's not going to take them out stupidly fast. Like, even if we stand here and we actually aim at those eyes, we're not going to be able to do crazy damage to it. We're not going to be able to hit those critical shots, unfortunately. And again, as you can see now, we are going to start getting through that ammo pretty quickly, which isn't ideal. But again, there's a bunch of zombies around, so we can just spray at the zombies around. We can help our team out in that sort of situation. So even if you was playing solo, you could run your secondary gun as this. You just take care of all the zombies that are pulling up, and then when you've got a Mega Abomination, you switch to your primary, and you just start firing for those critical shots. That could be one way that you use this to play. Or if you're playing with a squad, like I said, you can just be on zombie control, and they can be on control of taking out the Megs. But as you can see, if I stand this close and even just fire at the eye, it's still not going to actually take a critical shot, which is unfortunate, and that is probably where the one downfall of this gun lies. But when it comes to taking out zombies, you are going to do such an amazing job. It's going to be so easy just to get through them. And like I said, I've also seen this gun be very good against the zombies in the Dark Aether zone, which is a really nice bonus. If you can take down big hordes of zombies in the Dark Aether zone, If you can take big hordes of zombies down in the Dark Aether zone easily with this gun, it's going to make such a big difference to how well the gun does play. Like, that is one thing that I feel like a lot of people struggle with in the Dark Aether zone, is the amount of zombies that are around. So if you can just spray this and take out all of them, like you imagine the Outlast contract when you've got a bunch of zombies just rolling in, you just spray this out the window, you're quite easily going to take care of the big horde of zombies outside with no problem whatsoever. And like I said, that's where this gun's going to really thrive, is against the zombies and the big hordes and just taking things out very, very quickly. Like I said, bosses, probably not going to be the most amazing gun. I mean, maybe mimics, manglers and things like that is going to be a little bit easier. But something like a Mega Abomination where you really need to hit those critical shots, it's going to struggle a little bit more. But as you can see, this mangler here, we're going to quite easily get through the health of it because we can shoot at the floor, we can do the radius damage to it, you know, and you don't really have to hit critical shots to take out a mangler. But like I said, when it's something like a Mega Abomination, that's when you're going to really, really need, you know, to be able to hit critical shots. That's where you're going to want that other gun. But when there's big hordes of zombies like around here, like there is now, you're just going to melt through them so quickly. You got zombies over there. It doesn't matter what's around. You're going to knock them to the floor. Like, this is where this gun's just good. You just spray these explosives around as much as you can. You just spam the button, and it's just going to do crazy damage to everything that's around you. But as you can see, the bosses, it is going to be a much slower effect of taking them out. You're still definitely going to have to drop them. You are going to use quite a lot of ammo against the bosses, unfortunately. Whereas if you're playing against the zombies, it's just going to be so easy just to drop them and take them out with no problem whatsoever. Like I said, you can just use this thing from range. Like, you can just spam it from absolutely anywhere. If you know you've got loads of zombies over in that direction, you can just spray it and just take out zombies from far away. Or if they're around you, you can just shoot at the floor and let it blow up and do damage around. Like, it's just such an all-rounded gun that's going to be so easy in sort of every single situation against the zombies. Like I said, the only thing it's not going to be too amazing at is unfortunately taking down boss zombies, which I wish it was a little bit better at, which would then just make this gun one of the most broken guns in the game, which is probably why it's not as good against bosses as it is against the zombies, which is where I said you might want a secondary gun to take down the bosses with if you've got a high value target or something like that, and then you can just pull this out, just shoot at range, just take out any of the zombies that you see, and like, this is where this thing is just going to absolutely thrive. If you want to destroy zombies in this game, you are just going to want to use this RGL. It is so powerful against zombies. It's going to take down massive hordes so easily. Like I said, the great thing about it is you can let zombies get really close and just start shooting at the floor and dropping them like that. Like, if you're surrounded by zombies that are everywhere, just shoot at the floor with this thing, take them all out. It's going to do no damage to you as long as you've got PhD flopper. And that's just where this gun's going to be absolutely amazing. Like, we've got a Disciple, which I don't feel like... man, to be fair, the Disciple's health is actually going down pretty quickly with this. It looks like it's going to be actually pretty strong against Disciples. I didn't think it would be. I thought it might struggle against the Disciples, but I feel like that was the fastest boss we've actually taken out. I'm definitely very impressed at how strong this gun is against the zombies. Like, it is ridiculously powerful against zombies within this game. So if you are someone that struggles to take out big hordes of zombies, or, you know, you go down to a lot of zombies in tier 3 Dark Aether zones, this is the gun you need to be running. Again, I'm going to show you the example. If I can find some zombies, I'll just let them get ridiculously close. Like, if I just run into all of these zombies here, we'll let them get really close to me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm going to go down, just spray it at the floor. You're just going to take care of them so quickly. Like, it's such a good gun for getting out of so many bad situations. Like, that is where this gun's going to be really good. Again, I know I keep saying it, but unfortunately boss zombies just aren't going to be too crazy, and, you know, you're not going to drop through boss zombies ridiculously fast. But against normal zombies, you are just going to fly through the health of them. It is such a good gun for just taking down big hordes of zombies. That's what I really like about it. Like I said, if you're in an Outlast contract or something, you can just spray at the hordes of zombies. Like, look at all these zombies coming through. They're just not going to stand a chance. I'm just going to stand here, spam my grenades in there, and just take out all the zombies that are trying to roll up on us. And that's just genuinely what makes this gun so amazing to use. Like, you can just very simply get through big hordes of zombies no matter how many zombies are there. It's going to take you 2 shots just to take down an entire horde of zombies. And with mags of holding, you haven't got to reload. You can just continue spraying over and over again. And that really just is why this gun is so useful to have in the game. Like, there's zombies all the way over there. That Hellhound's going to be taken down. That zombie's been dropped. And we're nowhere near them. Like, you can just take them out from a long distance. But as you see, we've got a Mega Abomination pulling up. And the damage we're going to do isn't going to be too crucial to it. It's a lot of bullets you're going to have to shoot to actually be able to start taking down a Meg. And as you can see, it's just going to regen health. Like, you're not going to be able to take it out fast enough for it to even be worth trying to take out, if that makes sense. Like, it just isn't going to be a good enough weapon, unfortunately, for something like a Mega Abomination. But every other situation, any, like, normal zombies, I mean, a lot of the other boss zombies as well, it's just going to be so easy to take them out. Like, look, you've got a big horde of zombies here. Let me try and get them all together. Okay, so my team looks like it's actually going to drop some of them. I've got Disciple here as well. But you just get near the zombies, You just spray and you're just gonna drop them so easily. I mean, even the disciples, to be fair, do get dropped pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They do get dropped nice and quickly. And I know I keep saying it over and over again, but against zombies, this thing is nuts. It is just so good. It's going to take out big hordes. It's going to make grinding tier 3 in the Dark Aether Zone so easy, simply for the fact you are going to be able to take out everything that comes near you with no problem. Like, even down there's a couple of zombies. Let me just spray my nades down there. Like, you can just take care of everything so quickly. It's actually kind of crazy. And then, like I said, maybe for the big zombies and the high-value targets and things like that, the bosses, you just run a secondary gun. Like, just pull out your WSP stingers or whatever it is you're going to use. Tier 3 Pack-a-Punch them and just start taking zombies out with them. But as you've seen, even when there are boss zombies around, you can take them out and you're not going to struggle against them. Like, I just haven't looked like I'm going to go down at any point or anything like that. So you definitely can take down the boss zombies with it. Like, you're not going to struggle too much. You are definitely like, there's a mangler there. We are going to get through the health. We are going to be able to drop the mangler. Is it going to be the craziest fast thing in the world? No. But we are going to be able to do it. I have now run out of ammo, unfortunately. But let me just pop that. I can then hopefully try and pick some ammo up from some of these zombies that we have killed just a moment ago. So that is the other thing you do need to be careful of, like I did mention, is the fact that you are going to run out of ammo. Yeah, there's a lot of times you probably will run out of ammo. So against disciples, the RGL actually seems very useful. It's just maybe not mimics and manglers and things like that it's going to be the most powerful against. But when it comes to zombies, it is just such a good gun to use. Like, it is going to be a very overpowered weapon to use. Like, you're basically going to two-shot everything in the tier 3 zone. And like I said, if you've got a massive horde of zombies around you, you can basically take that big horde of zombies down within about 2 shots, which is absolutely crazy. So I think the only other real test for this gun is going to be against how it gets on against zombies in the Dark Aether Zone. Because we've tested it in the tier 3 zone. We know it's not amazing against bosses, but we know it's pretty strong against the zombies. But again, let me try and show you against the Mega Abomination, because my team are also trying to take it out. So if I just stand here and we fire at the Mega Abomination, okay, the one good thing is you are going to be able to do damage from a long way away, right? You are going to be able to take out its health and just keep spraying at it. But even now, you can see the sort of damage we've done. You're just not going to get through its health that quickly. You can't hit those critical shots, even if you ADS or anything like that. It's kind of difficult to use against something like a Mega Abomination, which is what I say. Like, if you're going to use it against the normal zombies, the regular zombies. That's where this gun's going to be best, and like that's what this gun's going to really be made for. Because as you can see, my team can take care of the Mega Abomination. I can stand here and just fire at the zombies and drop all the zombies that are going to come up and around us. But again, the great thing with this is my team will try and take down that Mega Abomination. I can fire my grenades from a long distance at the Meg, try and do some good damage to it. And the zombies that are around them, I can just drop very simply with this RGL just by spraying. So again, like I mentioned before, my team can focus on the Meg, and then I can stand here, and if they've got zombies near them, I can just start spraying at the zombies that are trying to take them down, and I can then take care of the zombies that way. Or if I was playing solo, I would just pull out my secondary gun, and if I had it Pack-a-Punch, could then start focusing on the Mega Abomination. And again, I did run out of ammo, and like I said to you before, you are going to be in situations where you do run out of ammo. Like, the gun isn't going to hold the craziest amount of ammo you've ever seen in your life, so you are going to have to be careful on the amount of ammo that you've got in your gun at all times. But let me try and get into the Dark Aether Zone and see what sort of damage we can do in the Dark Aether Zone with this gun. Okay, guys, but here we are in the Dark Aether Zone. As you see, we've got a bunch of zombies up there. Let me just spray this nade launcher, see how many of the zombies we can start taking out from a long way away. We can just spray at them, drop them all. As you can see, like, it's just going to do really nice damage to the zombies that are there. Considering how far away we were as well, like, really nice damage. I mean, obviously, the closer you get, the more damage you're going to do. But you can just spray and spray and spray and spray and spray and spray. Like, the zombies can't even stand up before you've killed them. Like, it's literally a glitch, basically, about how quickly you can take out these zombies. Like, you're never going to be in a situation with this gun where you go down against zombies. Like, if you were going down against zombies with this gun, you're doing something wrong somewhere. And like I said, something against the Mega Abomination, I'm not going to be able to do the damage against the Meg, but what I can do is just fire my nades in there, and any of the zombies that are sort of like trying to get around my teammate, I can just start taking them out for my teammate and just be able to do really nice damage to them, which is going to allow my team to focus on something like a Mega Abomination and taking down the big bosses. And I can just stand here. As you can see, I can't even see the zombies, but I'm just turning around, I'm spraying and just taking them out. Like, no problem whatsoever. We are just spraying and spraying and spraying, dropping all the zombies that are around. Again, I've got my team are looking like they've got some zombies on them, and then they've got a Kaiser grenade go down, so they can take out that. I can start focusing the Mega Abomination a little bit, try and help my team out a little bit, because we are going to do damage. It's just not going to be the most insane damage. Obviously, I'm not hitting critical shots or anything like that, so unfortunately, it's not going to be the craziest damage, which is where my team are going to benefit more taking them out themselves. But I can just, again, focus on the zombies that are around. Okay, if there's a bunch of zombies, I'll take them out. My team can focus on the Mega Abomination. like I say, even in the Dark Aether Zone, we're doing good damage to the stuff that's around us. Like, got Disciple here. Let's see what sort of damage we can do. And Mimic's just pulled up. We can take that down. Got Disciple, like I said. Let's see if we can get this Dark Aether Zone Disciple down. Doesn't look like it's going to take us too much. Like, it's just a really, really well-rounded gun. Like, again, the bosses, it's not going to be insane, but we know that. I've accepted that already. I'm already aware. If I try and take down boss zombies, I'm not going to do the craziest damage. I'm not going to be able to drop them ridiculously fast like some other guns are. But as soon as there's zombies around, something like this Outlast contract is where this gun's going to be absolutely perfect, and I will demonstrate why in just a second. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of zombies. So what am I going to do? I'm now just going to start spraying. This is where this gun's going to become absolutely amazing. My team do keep throwing down the grenades, so like the zombies are just getting dragged into it. But as soon as there's a big horde of zombies around, like, this is where this gun's going to be amazing. It's just going to absolutely thrive. As soon as that grenade disappears, I'll show you why. Like, a bunch of zombies, calm, going to get taken care of, not a problem. Whole bunch of zombies in there. We'll just keep spraying the gun. We'll just keep spraying grenades everywhere. It's just such an easy gun to use, guys. Like, you're not going to struggle at all. If anything starts pulling up Manglers, again, it's a little bit more of a difficult one because they're a bit of a boss zombie. You want to be trying to hit critical shots, but there's a bunch of zombies in the building right now. What am I going to do? Just spray at the floor. I'm not going to let the zombies get anywhere near me. I can pop that down for the Mangler. That will take care of that. We'll go back to the window. We'll carry on spraying out of the window. You can just see how many zombie kills are popping up on screen. Like, it's basically a broken glitch on stopping zombies getting anywhere near you right now. It's actually insane how good this gun is for taking down big hordes of zombies. And I think this Outlast contract is like the perfect way that I can demonstrate it. Like, there's loads of zombies in the building right now. I'm just going to stand here and spray at the floor. Just drop everything that's coming near me, just like so, and then the contract gets completed. It's such a good gun for taking out regular zombies in this game. Like, I cannot stress it enough to you guys how good this is for taking down hordes of zombies. I mean, just look at all of these zombies getting absolutely dropped with no problems whatsoever. The gun just... It's just such an amazing gun at taking out zombies. Like, even with this contract, like, if my team are trying to take the thing down or extract the thing, I can just stand here and spray at it. So they're going to be able to do it in peace with no zombies bothering them. I can stand here. I can help my team out if he just starts going for it. I can just start spraying around, you know, take out all of the zombies that are trying to get anywhere near him. He's going to quite easily be able to do that, and then I can move on to the next one and help my next teammate, which is where this gun's going to be so useful. It's a bit more of a helpful gun than it is a really overpowered gun. And what I mean by that is more the fact that, again, my team's going to try and take that down. I can just start firing this over and taking care of any of the zombies that are trying to get near them. Like I said, if they're taking down big, high-value targets or things like that, we can then just take care of the zombies. They can focus on the high-value target. And it's just such a good gun in that aspect. But that, guys, is the Dark Aether Zone finished with no problems whatsoever. Very, very easily about to take care of the zombies in this zone. Like, it's a very, very easy thing to do. You just melt through the zombies. And you see, look at how many zombie kills are popping up on screen right now. Like, for zombies, this gun is broken. It is ridiculously broken for taking down regular zombies within this game. Especially with mags of holding, you can just keep spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying. You are going to just take care of everything that comes anywhere near you in terms of zombies within this. But guys, I am going to leave today's video there, as we have obviously tried out in all the zones and the Dark Aether Zone. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please be sure to smash the big thumbs up on the video, as it helps me out way more than you can imagine. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Is this something that you guys are going to go ahead and try? And if you have enjoyed today's video, then make sure to check out the rest of the channel, where there's a whole bunch of zombies content that I think you guys will really enjoy. And if you do go on to enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, so you don't miss any of the other videos that I do post. And if you guys do want to become a member to the channel, which helps support me absolutely insanely, you can do so by clicking the join button next to where it does say subscribe. But one more horde of zombies, because why not? Let's just fire it over. Take care of all the big zombies that are around. Again, you're going to try and get close. You're going to get absolutely dropped. Like, it's such a good, well-rounded gun for taking down zombies. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one in a bit. Peace.